wall then goes out probably another 10 or 15 miles. So if you've got to move that eye.
Traffic delays in that area. And zooming out on the map right now, we've got a good portion of Blakely is down, so we know that the traffic in Blakely, Georgia.
Because I love my little house and I love to fish in my boat, so we're going to try and keep an eye on it. Probably a stupid thing to do, but I've done dumber things.
The swell's coming up and things are getting progressively worse. What's the next plan for you?
The next plan is go back and look at the house. If it gets really scary and the trees look like they're going to go around me, I'm out of here one way or another. But we'll stay until we think that we should.
This is, here again, and I keep saying this word far off too much, is unprecedented. So it's going to be a major hit. The power is going to be off for multiple weeks, and you need to get your mindset set on that and do what you can to prepare to overcome that. The other thing is that the citizens in Georgia need to wake up and pay attention. Bottom line is this is going to be the worst storm that southwest Georgia and central Georgia has seen in many, many decades, if not the worst storm that the state has seen, and it's going to pass through and impact numerous counties.
Hathaway Bridge.
Citizens have less time to prepare or heed the warnings.
Tallahassee.
We are concerned.
It's the strongest storm ever recorded on the Florida Panhandle, with sustained winds of 155 miles an hour and the strongest anywhere on the U.S. mainland in nearly 50 years. Hurricane Michael blasted its way onto the Florida coast today and rapidly moved inland. The waves built all morning, and the wind grew stronger by the hour, bending trees and blasting rain sideways. Then early this afternoon, the center of the storm came ashore east of Panama City near Mexico Beach, with sustained winds at 155 miles per hour. Supercharged by abnormally warm waters in the Gulf of Mexico, the storm was just shy of a Category 5 hurricane, the most powerful on the scale. Still, some of the 375,000 residents ordered to evacuate chose instead to ride it out.
I love my little house and I love to fish in my boat, so we're going to try and keep an eye on it. Probably a stupid thing to do, but I've done dumber things.
But federal, state, and local officials alike warned it might be too late by then. Brock Long is the director of FEMA, the Federal Emergency Management Agency.
Those who stick around to experience storm surge don't typically live to tell about it, unfortunately.
Others did heed the warnings, and by this morning, more than 5,000 evacuees were seeking shelter in Tallahassee, the state capital.
Understanding that this storm may be a little bit more intense than the others, so I think it's a good idea if people are concerned that they have an option, come here or some of the other shelters.
As the hurricane roared through the day, both civilians and officials could only hunker down. But Florida Governor Rick Scott had already said the state was gearing up for what happens after the worst of Michael has passed.
We will work around the clock to make sure that roads and bridges reopen as quickly as possible. We have trucks loaded with tons of food, water, and other critical supplies ready to move in.
The storm is also on a path to plow across Georgia and then through South and North Carolina.
Here again, and I keep saying this word far off too much, is unprecedented. So it's going to be a major hit. Power is going to be off for multiple weeks, and you need to get your mindset set on that and do what you can to prepare to overcome that.
From the Oval Office today, President Trump promised full federal aid to storm victims. He said he will probably visit Florida to see the damage on Sunday or Monday.
He's activated the Georgia National Guard.
Hurricane Michael roars ashore with a fury the Florida Panhandle has never experienced before and hopes never to experience again.
I'm Pete Combs in Panama City. Dale Delavu says his life will never be the same after Hurricane Michael.
We had a big old oak tree back here in the back, and it fell over and took the back porch out.
Then he says the wind took his garage.
It just picked it up and flipped it over right in front of the house.
Dave Delavu says it seemed as if the earth moved.
You can feel the house picking up.
Hurricane Michael, he says, lifted the house off its foundation and then dropped it.
WSB's Pete Combs says Delavu does not plan to rebuild, at least not there.
Even veteran storm chasers say they've never experienced a hurricane like Michael.
I've been in 30 of these, and there was nothing that compares to this. Charlie, Katrina, Wilma, the sheer intensity.
Those are telephone poles laying over. Those are wires. by a gas station that blew over.
Oh, okay.
Here we go. Oh my God.